Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and this is for Rushmore Podcast. Look good, feel good, enjoy.
People say we need a theme song, so I wrote a fucking theme song. If you like this fucking theme song, then you'll like the Rushmore Podcast. Rushmore Podcast, Rushmore Podcast, Rushmore Podcast. Fuck you.
What up, Kinflow?
What's up, guys?
Nothing much, dude.
What's
Good to see
happening?
your beautiful face, man.
Oh, lies. All lies. But I'll take it.
I look like a fucking child with my child headphones and all the
Pikachu.
child shit behind me.
Those are cool, though. They're like yellow Pikachu ones. Those are dope. I like it.
I don't like it.
These look like I'm playing a video game, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's like
like,
these.
what are you going to do?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's really annoying because one of the speakers has become dislodged. So anytime you move your head, it like bangs against the case.
Yeah, these are really uncomfortable.
Yeah. But you know, we have what we have, and we're not going to get
We do
anything
the
new.
best we can. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, welcome to the Rushmore Podcast. My name's Pepper.
My name's Thomas.
This is a podcast where we take our Mount Rushmore of any given topic. And this week we have one of the most handsome, talented, and strong people we've ever had on the podcast. His name is Kenny Florian. He is the host of Battlebots. He is he works for PFL. The one of the best MMA podcasts on the planet. Anakin Florian.
Yeah,
Is that what's
Anakin
called?
Florian
Yes.
podcast.
And I apologize in advance because I never gave Anakin Florian a shot because I thought it was just another one of those MMA opinion shows. And
Right.
99% of those are horrible. But ever since Thomas was on y'all's episode, I started listening to it. I went back and listened to some of the old episodes. Incredible podcast. The best.
Hell
ever
yeah.
podcast.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're so sweet. You're so
Thanks,
sweet.
Thomas.
He's got notes. He
Flattery
hasn't,
will get you everywhere.
he hasn't had notes in a while. He's got notes for you.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Let's
I like it. He's prepared.
Did you have any fan questions coming in, Pepper? For Kenny?
No, I didn't write any down. We got some really stupid fan questions.
lot-
There always are. Happy to answer whatever you guys need.
A lot of the fan questions are just like, what if you had to take a shit right before you got into a fight?
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
So we're not
It's
getting-
happened actually. Yeah. Actually, it actually happened before I fought Roger Huerta. I felt sick as a dog, and I was literally on the toilet when they told me, like, Florian, you're on in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. I remember walking to the octagon, just praying that I wouldn't poop my pants in round one. I was like, just get me past round one. Whatever you do, get me past round one. And then I was kind of good after that. But
Roger Huerta was another handsome motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a good looking dude.
Oh man.
One of my favorite post-fight interviews of all time is obviously the Derek Lewis. What did he say?
Balls is
No,
up.
not balls is hot.
Balls
The
is
other
hot.
one, he was like, yeah, when he got kicked in the stomach, were you really hurt? He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no, I just had to shit.
Number two. One of the most disrespectful post-fight interviews ever was Derek Lewis knocking out Travis Brown and then saying, "Where's Ronda Rousey?"
Oh my gosh. That's right. I forgot about that.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh,
All right. So I want to get into some BattleBot stuff first. It
All right.
is one of the greatest shows on TV. They don't really have to do too much. I mean, it's fucking robots fighting each other. Like, you don't really have to juice that up a lot, but the production on it
Right.
is incredible too. Farouk, the announcer, one of the absolute best in the game. I don't know
He
where the
is,
fuck
dude.
they found that guy, but he is incredible.
He is. He
So-
really is incredible. It's impressive. He has the most manly voice I've ever heard in my life. Just like walking around, I want him to like narrate my life wherever I go and just have Farouk's voice. Like Kenny walks into his house. Everything would sound cool. So yeah, he's the man.
Now, does he write the little jokes he does all the robot intros?
I think he plays a part in it. They have some really funny comedic writers for that show that write, I think, pretty much most of the intros.
Yeah.
But how he sells it is quite impressive. And I think for the first couple seasons, he'd memorize each one,
Hmm.
and he did it without note cards. Now I think he does it on like partly prompter and stuff, but he used to memorize those hosts. I don't know how the hell he did that, but yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. So if I ever come into like a ton of money, like millions of dollars, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bankroll a BattleBots team for sure. Like, there's no way I could build one by myself, but I just want to like give the guy who built Tombstone just like
Right.
half
Like,
$1 million.
build one for me.
Yeah. See what he comes up with.
Well, here's the thing. See, you're smart to say that because it's not like F1 level, obviously, right? But you need a lot of money. Like, some of those robots are like anywhere, like a cheap one would be like 20,000.
Yeah.
Like, those typically range from like 50 to 100,000, and people will come out, like, they have sponsors for it, and they'll roll in with like a couple robots, and those things get smashed up, and now you got to rebuild it. So you need all these expensive parts to rebuild. So it takes a lot of money, and it's crazy. You see these guys just like pour their heart and soul into these robots, and like sometimes 10 seconds later, their robot is in pieces all over the battle box. You're like, ooh, sorry about that. But yeah, it's heartbreaking sometimes, but it really is amazing what these guys can do. The engineers are unreal. And this season, it's no exaggeration, this is our best season yet. I can't wait for people to check it out. Like, everyone took it to another level. It's pretty sick.
Were you a fan of the original show? Did you used to watch it?
I used to watch it, man. I remember watching it with my dad and like having a blast, just watch robots kind of get chewed up.
Yeah.
So when they called me, I was like, wait a sec, is this the show that I used to watch? And sure enough, it was. And yeah, they ended up picking me, man, out of nowhere. And it's been a lot of learning. It's been a lot of fun. And it's cool to it's kind of like the early days of the UFC in a lot of ways, where you get to witness the evolution of how these guys step up their game with the technology and the metals and all that stuff. Like, they're so damn smart and so damn good. And each year they bring it and they make it better and better and better. And it's cool being a part of something and seeing it evolve, and it's been a fun ride so far, man.
Yeah. One of my favorite stories, I found this YouTube video. There was a bot called Hella Chopper. Are you familiar with this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So never actually fought, but one of the most impressive bots I've ever seen. 8-pound titanium hammers connected to the robot with ropes, and it would spin around at like 1,500 RPM. And they tested it, and I guess the safety people for Battlebot was like, absolutely fucking not. Like, if one of those hammers lets loose, it's going through the box. And I mean, that box, it's like, what is it, like 2 inches of bulletproof glass or something?
Yeah. Yeah. It may be even thicker than that. Yeah. It's like a laminate. It's like a super hard laminate that's basically machine gun proof.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've seen things stick into it and gouge it, and you're right there. And even though it's supposed to protect you, like, it will scare the shit out of you, man. It's crazy, because it's one thing to watch it on television, but watching them live, you don't understand how big and how powerful these damn things are. And it's definitely scary sometimes.
I think the weight limit's what, like 250?
250, exactly. Yeah.
So Thomas, it's a 250-pound robot, and they some of them make absolutely horrific noises.
Oh, dude, it's wild. Like, you'll see a 70-pound bar, right? So like those guys who like to lift weights, you think of a bar that's 70 pounds that's made out of AR steel.
Yep.
And it will spin at like 250 miles an hour.
Yep.
So you think about what that would do, and you're like, I'm only protected by like that much laminate. And it should protect you, but at the same time, you're like, I hope it does, because these robots are just, and if they knock out another piece of metal, that thing's flying right at your head. And so it's intense watching it live, man. It's a lot of fun.
And whenever, like, my favorite bot of all time is Tombstone. But like, whenever you see Tombstone hit another bot and just make it explode into pieces, you also have to think too, like, that robot that just got annihilated is made out of AR-500 steel.
Exactly.
And all kinds of stuff. So it's insane. But yeah, that Hella Chopper, they said absolutely not. Then they scaled it down, and then they still said absolutely not. And they're like, run it on half power. And then they did a test, and one of the bearings went out, and it welded itself together. And it's just,
that's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, they have a video of the test where the bearing went out, and you see like the pivot where it spins, it just starts getting red hot glowing, and the operator starts cussing, and that's just a wrap. It's just
wow.
But
that's cool.
All right, Thomas, I'm done with more BattleBot stuff. You can talk about your fighting stuff now.
Is John Anik gonna take a fight?
I don't know, man. He is. He's been working out, and I think he wants to just see what would happen. You know, he's he's half serious, it's like if there's an opportunity, he just might, like maybe against his brother or like a buddy or an acquaintance or something like that, like against someone else who doesn't fight. You know what I mean? Maybe Cody. Cody's got some age on him though. Cody's pretty young and virile.
Yeah.
Anik's like old like me, so we'll see. It's got to be a good matchup.
You ever get that you look like Jake Gyllenhaal?
I don't. I usually get Ben Stiller, a far uglier version of Jake Gyllenhaal, but I'll take Jake Gyllenhaal. I'll take that one. Yeah.
Is that a Porsche GT3 car right behind you?
It is. There's one. There's that's the GT3R. So like the race version. Yeah, absolutely.
And is that you strangling
the Le Mans version?
Is that you strangling Clay Guida over your head?
That is Clay Guida in the background. Yes.
Poor bastard.
So are you an IMSA fan? Do you keep up with the IMSA races and stuff, the GT races?
A little bit. I was way more a few years ago. Now I barely have time. Now that I have 2 kids, I barely have time to watch UFC fights. But I don't watch much television I used to, but I used to keep up with it. And I loved watching all the IMSA races for sure.
Yeah. I just started getting into it this year, and it is so crazy. Those cars, the LMP1 cars are so insane.
It's
like,
insane.
Yeah. It's like fighter jet level engineering and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible. They had a race at Virginia International Raceway or whatever this past weekend. I have to send you the video. This guy did like a full 360 and saved the car. But anyways, all right, Thomas, you can talk about y'all get to talk about fighting.
I love that you're into engineering, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. That's what gets me into like the Battlebots, racing and stuff like that. It's all the engineering side. I've been watching drag racing videos all day.
I essentially lost my voice last night, so I'm like thrilled that you're talking about engineering so much.
We had a wild night last night.
What the hell happened, man? What were you doing?
I played a show. I played music at a bar around here, and we stayed there and drank a lot and very late, and a lot of singing for the first time since like May. So my voice was not conditioned for it.
I can hear it now. Yeah,
it's a struggle. It is a struggle, and I just stopped being hungover about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I've been crushing water all day.
I have a liquid IV in this bottle.
There we go. There we go.
Oh man.
Did I get up on stage and sing a song? I don't recall.
You did Simple Man at the end of the night.
Okay. I can't imagine that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know if it went well or not, if I'm being honest with you.
We had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't tip the bartender because it was the owner of the establishment, and I don't like that guy. But anyway.
Shout out. I was gonna say his name, I guess.
Yeah, let's not.
Anyways, all right. Fuck, marry, kill.
Here we go.
Oh gosh.
You might get 2. I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna be racking my brain to think of another one because this is a little bit of a softball, but just to kind of like round it out, we're gonna go with John, Cody, and Ray.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. I mean, jeez. I hate these questions. Let's see. So, oh man. Well, I see. Here's the thing. Ray's the oldest of the bunch, so I wouldn't have to be married to him as long. So I'm, like I would feel like he would die off. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe give Ray another 20, 30 years, something like that. Whereas
15.
Yeah. So I feel like Cody's got a long way to go. And Cody, I know the least out of everybody, but he's such a good kid, but he's going to have to go. Anik's my boy. So I don't know.
So we're killing Cody.
Killing Cody, I guess. Sorry, Cody. I'm so sorry. Cody. Okay. I'm so sorry, dude.
Cody bone marrow.
There's no winning. There's no winning in this game. That's the thing. You don't win. It's horrible. Every choice you make. So I guess, what am I, banging John? Is that the deal?
You tell us. Shit.
I think that's, Ray, I'm marrying Ray Longo. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
That'd be a life full of laughs.
I hate this game. I hate it. It's horrible.
Can Ray seems like he can cook. Can Ray cook?
Yeah.
I probably, he's Italian.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like you got some good dinners.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. Good pasta, pizza.
Yeah, and with John, I mean, you could always pretend it's his brother.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. It's horrible.
You might get another one of those. I just wanted to do that one because I made Ray and John.
No, I'm not doing it. That is all you're getting. All right.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Redoke.
Jesus.
Oh man, that was good stuff.
Oh gosh, you guys are horrible.
What do you have over here with Dylan Dennis? I see his name written down.
Oh, that's an honorable mention for later.
Oh, my bad.
The security
Fucking
guard
spoiler
that
alert.
choked out Dylan Dennis. He was going to be an honorable mention on my Rushmore of submissions. How the hell did that happen, by the way?
Dude, well, here's the thing. It's a lesson to everybody. No matter how badass you think you are, if you're drunk, like
Yeah.
you're gonna get messed up against someone who's not and knows even maybe a little bit and is maybe a big dude who's not afraid of you and like has to do his job. And again, like if you're not, I think about this a lot. Like when I hurt my back or when my back goes out or if I'm injured some other way or if I'm like I have a headache or something. I honestly think about when I'm training martial arts. Like I don't need to beat you when I'm at my best. I need to beat you when I'm at my worst. Like, how do I beat you when I'm old and I'm tired and I'm injured? Like, I think about those kind of scenarios all the time because I got in it originally as like a martial artist kind of guy. And like, I think about those situations and I think those are the kind of things that keep me humble. It's like, man, if you're not 100%, if you're injured, if you're starting to get, you got to be careful. Like, how do I train and be effective even if I'm not 100%? And like, I think about being in a place packed with like a bunch of dudes who are drunk and rowdy. Like, I don't want to be a dude who's drunk because I could get messed up too. Like, I'm human. It doesn't matter what I know. If I'm, if I can barely walk or if I can't think straight, you're going to mess me up, period. So I think about those things, especially as I get older and it's easier for me to get drunk and messed up. So I don't know.
You a whiskey guy, apple ciders? What do you like?
You know what? I'm not a big drinker. I like a beer every once in a while. Not like a big IPA guy or anything like that, but like a good ale or a Pilsner every once in a while. I had some whiskey a few months ago that was really good. It was like Johnny Walker Blue. And I was like, man, this stuff is good, but it's very expensive, but it is good. Tequila's good every once in a while. But not a huge drinker, to be honest.
Yeah, that's probably the way to be. The way we feel today, it's probably
not worth it.
Yeah, it's probably a stupid idea to drink.
Yeah, man, it messes me up. I'm kind of a wimp. So.
You're talking about being around drunk people and stuff and getting in fights. I cannot believe, I don't know what has happened, but all the fights at sporting events lately, because it kind of started around like the Sons and Four guy. And it seems like every major game, there's a massive brawl in the bleachers. And I don't know what's going on. I saw one yesterday where there was a fight going on and then some guy in a Corona beer shirt just walks up and he knew how to throw a punch and he threw quite a few. And I have no idea. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine getting so mad about sports that I'm going to like put my life in danger fighting some guy.
Well, that's the thing. So you have a brain. The thing is, most people don't. Like, if you're thinking about it, like, I don't know, like it's tough, right? Because we don't know what we don't know. But at the same time, you have to think like what you just said. Like, you're entering into a situation where you literally could die or not be the same after. Like, it's not like you guys are like, oh yeah, well, I'll challenge you to a game of Monopoly. Like, no one gets hurt in a game of Monopoly. You are throwing hands. You are throwing hands or knees or kicks, and most likely on pavement or concrete, where you can die in one stupid mistake. And people don't realize that. And oftentimes it happens when at least one of the people have never been in a fight before or have no idea of the consequences of what would happen if you've ever been in a fight before. Yeah. So I don't know. We just don't think things through. And that's why we see a lot of these unfortunate incidents. You're like, man, I can't believe that dude died. It was one punch, or he just slipped and hit his head on the pavement and he's not here anymore. Like, these things happen. It's insane, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm just nice to people. I let people walk all over me. You gotta push my buttons pretty fucking hard to get me to throw a punch.
Right. It's rough, man.
When was the last time you've been in a fight, Thomas?
Long time.
I don't think we've ever talked about that. We've talked about the last fight I was in. What's the last fight you were in?
Probably school, other than like getting beat up in a fighting gym.
Yeah.
An actual fight where we shouldn't have been fighting. It's probably high school.
Yeah. Was that the one on the bus where you slammed the kid's head against the window?
That was one in high school.
That wasn't. You were riding the bus in high school, getting
like
in fights?
ninth grade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy fucking sucked. He's in jail now.
Where did you guys go? Where did you guys grow up?
He grew up in Orange Grove, Mississippi, around Pascagoula, Mississippi. I grew up just north of Fort Benning, Georgia, in Harris County, Georgia.
Okay. Gotcha.
You're Boston, right?
Yeah, outside of Boston, but mine was like I was like in Boston. It definitely like people are willing to throw down. Like people when they say they want to fight you, they're not messing around. It's like they actually want to fight you. But in my town where I grew up in a real like wimpy small town outside of Boston. We still had fights, but it wasn't like the other towns. But if you went to other towns, like you may just get in a fight, So it was my town was pretty safe and harmless, but outside of it, yeah, people definitely fought.
We had a pretty rough crowd at my high school. My high school had a fucking bull riding team. So like,
no way.
Yeah,
serious?
I swear
that is badass, dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was weird until I told somebody like a couple years ago, and they're like, "I don't."
I've never heard.
Y'all had like a plane, like an aviation class.
Yes,
you?
we did.
You
Have
learned how to fly a
class.
plane in high
We
school.
had a shotgun class, or we had a shotgun team too, like skeet shooting.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah,
what a
awesome.
weird. Georgia's so fucking weird.
Yeah, we're a bunch
Don't
of
mess with
country
the
hits.
shotgun team. That is wild, dude. Wait, so did the school just have shotguns that they kept in like a locked up room, or were kids bringing shotguns to school? Like,
No.
Okay,
They practiced and competed at a facility that was probably 20 minutes away. The same with the bull ride. Like we didn't have fucking horses,
like
and
on
shit.
campus bulls, like just a stable of bulls for the class. That'd be impressive, man.
But I mean, the kids did have to go like tend to the horses and shit.
What was
like
y'all's
that.
mascot?
The Tigers.
Okay, why'd you say it like
They just
that?
kinda, because
Is
go
it
Tigers.
3 eyes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the Tigers too. Moss Point Tigers.
Yeah, it's not a very people suck at doing school
3
mascots.
eyes and
Yeah, I just moved to Texas a few months ago, and all the schools there, the weirdest fucking names. It's like the
Like what?
the one's the Sea Raiders. The other school is the Lizards.
That's pretty
It's
sick,
just
actually.
like these crazy. The other ones, the other rival is the Dragons. It's just like, where the fuck are the Panthers and the Tigers in this city?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
whatever
what it
happened to
is.
normal animal.
Yeah, what happened to the other animals in football?
Yeah, we were the
cat sport?
Raiders.
Pretty sure
We were the Raiders, but I never heard of the Sea Raiders.
But were y'all the black and gold Raiders, the cool ones?
Is
we
the
were
black-
we
I
were
mean,
not.
black and silver.
We
Black and
were
silver, yeah.
white and blue.
Ah, that's
White and blue Raiders.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
a
they're
Raiders hat like is still one of the sickest things you can wear. I need to get one, even though I hate. Well, you can't now because John Gruden forgot about that. Whoops.
touchy subject.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
No man.
John Gruden said some bad things about 10 years ago. I saw some new article where they're like, so it turns out John Gruden is the only one who said anything bad in all those emails, like 650,000 emails.
Yeah, see,
Jesus.
this is the thing. I think it's weird. So you're like, okay, cool. So now let's take it up a notch. Let's get every coach's emails and text messages over the last 10 years. Let's put it all together. Let's comb through it and let's see if we can find some stuff in there. And you're like, where do you stop? Like, come on, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what John said. You hear like, okay, there was some this and that, and maybe there isn't, whatever. Like that's not cool too. Like, but you open up a can of worms this way because we're all idiots and we all say stupid stuff and we all say stuff that maybe we're joking around, we don't really mean or whatever. But like, are you telling me that every coach that's out there has never said anything they weren't supposed to over the last 10 years in emails and text messages and all that? I don't know. It's just,
like I messaged somebody. I had a friend that recently died, and I messaged somebody about it. Somebody that I hadn't messaged since like 2010 or 11, and I could see like the previous messages. And oh boy, glad nobody saw those things. I mean, I went on Facebook. Facebook has like a little memories thing where it'll show you everything you posted on that date since like the beginning. And for a whole year, I got on there every single day and went through like all the posts, and I deleted a lot. Like, I mean, 2009, 2010, that was a very interesting time for me, apparently.
yeah. I mean, listen, I think we all, take time to mature and we do stupid stuff all the time, but like, I don't know. Did we forget about that? And again, I'm not defending John Gruden. I don't know all the details, but I'm just saying it's like, it's just, we live in a weird time because we're human and we say stupid stuff. And, I just wonder about, where you draw the line and who's at fault and what are the political decisions behind certain things. It's like, if I don't like a certain coach or if the NFL doesn't like the way a certain thing's going, why are they going to investigate this coach over another? Or I don't know. It's interesting.
My biggest problem is there's like zero recourse for like getting your job back. It's like once you're fired and canceled and stuff, it just seems like the only thing you can do is shut up and disappear for like a year at least, and then maybe you can come back. But it like never goes away. There's not. Thanks for spilling
Spill
that.
my liquid up here.
Jesus Christ. But it's not like you can do an apology, and all the apologies suck. I don't think I've heard a good apology in like a couple of years.
Yeah, well, anytime you're apologizing like to Twitter and not to the person that you hurt, it's fucking stupid.
Right.
You're just putting an apology out in the atmosphere. On a more serious,
it's like it's someone who forces you to say a certain thing, to say it's like, you got to get out there and we're going to need our PR team to help you. You know, I don't know. But.
Yeah. How fucking exhausted is John Jones' PR team?
Oh my God.
On a more serious note, would you rather fight one horse-sized Justin Gaethje or 1,000 duck-sized Daniel Cormier's?
Good question.
Oh my God. Well, I would say this. It would probably be a bunch of duck-sized Daniel Cormier's. It'd be an interesting challenge. It's like, how do I deal with kicking all of them? You know, but then they're all trying to take me down. So it's like low-level singles. I got to defend low-level singles
Ankle
against
picks.
like
They're tiny.
Yeah, thousands of them. Yeah, exactly. Your ankle. Oh yeah, it's tough. But like, it'd be just hilarious to hear all the little Daniel Cormier's like struggling as I'm like kicking them away and stuff like that. I think they'd have a lot of funny things to say during the fight.
Yeah,
it'd be like a cardio.
Horse-sized Gaethje, it's just not going to be fun. Like you get hit once and you're dead.
Yeah,
so
100%. He'll probably just ram his head into your face and kill you immediately.
Yeah, if I don't have weapons on me, that's not a fun time.
Yeah, I like he just did an interview about the fight with Michael Chandler. He's like, I'm going to kill him. Like I'm trying to take his life in the first round, unless Michael Chandler wants to be a pussy and shoot a double leg and just take me down and beat me over 3 rounds. And I'm like, did you just tell him he should just wrestle you for 3 rounds? He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him unless he's a pussy and wants to wrestle me.
Can we delete that part of the interview? What that was? Forget it.
It was Michael Chandler in a fucking disguise. That's good question.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's good stuff. I did think of another fuck, marry, kill, but
no, I'm not answering it. I refuse. You guys get one of those.
It was too easy in my head, so I'm not even going to do it. All right, you ready to get into this goddamn topic?
I am. This week we're doing our Mount Rushmore of MMA submissions. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
You.
Okay, I'll go first. So explain how it works.
Yeah. So Pepper will do his number 4. I'll do my number 4, and you'll do yours, and we'll work down to number 1.
Okay. So top 4.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Because
my number 4 on my Mount Rushmore of MMA submissions is the Korean Zombie with the Twister.
Oh, okay.
No,
I like it.
That's a good one. Twisters
I've never done jiu-jitsu, so I don't know how the fuck that it works, but it looks cool as shit, and I understand that it's very hard to do. And Joe Rogan told me that it's something that Eddie Bravo came up with or something, and it takes like 8 steps to get to the Twister, and it looks painful as shit.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it would be practical.
Yeah.
It twists the spine and the neck. It's not cool. It's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see your Twister, and I raise you Bryce Mitchell in the Twister with my number 4.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
That motherfucker almost did it twice. His next fight, he got the Twister at the end of the first round and ran out of time. Like had it locked in with like 2 seconds left, and then almost had 2 fucking Twisters in a row.
All right. So I have my like buzzer beating submission as well. Mine is Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen. Now he was losing this fight the whole way, basically had like a minute to get it done. And I guess he fought with a broken rib or something like that. Was getting his ass kicked, was getting taken down. And this is the beauty of jiu-jitsu, man. Like you, just like a knockout punch, you could switch things around in an instant. Ended up submitting Chael off of his back with that triangle, and got it done. So that was amazing. Champions always find a way to win. Anderson Silva found a way.
I was watching that fight at a Pascagoula Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was storming outside. And they lost DirecTV. The Wild Wings did in like the beginning of the 3rd round. So we all know.
So you didn't know who won.
It came back in the 5th round. And Anderson was on his back. So we watched 2 whole rounds of him just getting the dog shit beat out of him. Missed the 3rd and 4th round completely. In the 5th round, he's on his back, and we're just like, Chael's about to win the title. And fucking 10 seconds later, triangle, throws it up.
Crazy.
And what's wild about that is Chael Sonnen's still undefeated.
Yeah, I can't.
I know. He has never lost. It's crazy.
That dude is fucking incredible. Yeah, I heard him talk about like he had to see a sports psychologist because he went through a run where he got submitted. This is before that fight, where he got submitted in the 2nd round by triangle like 4 times. Wow. Like by triangle in the 2nd round. And it was like he thought it was a mental block. I think Forrest Griffin, who was the other guy? Jeremy Can't remember his last name.
Jeremy
He fought
Shockey.
Horn. Jeremy Horn.
Jeremy Horn, Damian Maya did as well.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Horn beat him twice.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it was a wild thing, and that's one you'll never fucking get back because he was beating arguably the greatest fighter of all time and beat the shit out of him for 23 minutes.
For the belt. Yeah.
Insane. Yeah. Second one was not as close.
All right. Well, my number 3 was Bryce Mitchell's Twister, so I stole it. So what's your number 3?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Frank Mir, but I'm going with the submission over Big Nog.
Oh,
Ripped
that
his
was
fucking
nasty.
shoulder out. Yeah. Oh
Dude.
my god.
Wasn't it
That was
Tim
nasty.
Sylvia that he snapped his arm?
Yeah, that was the armbar with Tim Sylvia.
Yes.
That's old school. That's fucking young Frank Mir. But
Frank Mir breaks stuff.
he'll take
Yeah.
he'll take a goddamn limb
He
with
breaks
it.
things. Yeah. My number 3, I'm going with Habib versus Gaethje. I thought it was really
Ooh.
cool. Habib's last fight in the octagon, defending his belt. And Gaethje's not necessarily known for his submission skills, but I just thought it was impressive the way he did it from Mount. It was cool.
And he chose to go to the triangle. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
His
Yep.
parents were there and he didn't want to break his arm in front of his parents.
100%.
How much
Yeah.
control you have to have and confidence to be like, I'm just going to switch to this other one just to be nice.
Yeah. Just to let you know, I could have snapped your arm, but I chose not to.
Michael Chandler's just sitting there taking notes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. That is a really good one.
All right. My number 2 is another Frank Mir one. It is the Brock Lesnar leg lock when
Yes,
when
the knee
Brock
guard.
Lesnar was like swatting him like a fly trying to get him off.
Oh, that
Dude.
was so, yeah. And was it
Sick.
Steve Mazzagatti who was just ignoring the tap for a good 10 seconds?
Yeah. I mean, MMA's, I hate to say it, but MMA is a safer place without Steve Mazzagatti in there.
Yeah, I remember Dana White being like, was Steve in a fucking hot tub with Frank Mir the night before? Like Dana White used to go in on Steve Mazzagatti so bad.
He did all the time.
He's like, that stupid fucking heart.
Oh, that is the heart guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I think that actually might have been Mario Yamasaki that did the heart. Yeah.
Mario's
But
all
still, either way,
Oh,
fucking
man.
poor Brock
That's so
Lesnar's knee.
Have you ever thought about getting into reffing fights and stuff?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That seems like
No.
a thankless
It's
job.
It is. It's a really tough job. It's tough, right? Because part of our job is to make sure the fighters are safe when we talk about it. Like we don't want to see any fighters get injured in there. And also and there's a lot of times we want to see fights continue and we're like, hey, that was too early. So there's so many ways that a fight can end, and a referee is at the end of that many times. And it really is a tough job. And we criticize them all the time. And it is so tough, but I feel like it's really hard. Like the best referees, you don't even notice them or see them. It's like, that's like if a referee blends into a fight, they did an amazing job. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think they don't get paid very much either, which I found out that and I was like, damn,
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and they don't get paid a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
It's just
for
fucking
sure.
thankless. And you can't do it right. If you make the perfect call, somebody's going to be fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So poor Keith Peterson, Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Just won't let him fucking make it.
Oh my God, that Keith Peterson parody account on Twitter. That is one of the best things ever
Do
created.
you follow
It's
that?
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny.
Oh man, that shit is so good.
What's your number 2?
What did you just have? The heel
Brock
hook?
Lesnar, Frank Mir.
I'm gonna go with Frank Mir when he did the Mir lock. Do you remember that?
Ooh,
Yes.
Early in his career. Who was that against? Who did he do?
Tim
the Mir?
Sylvia.
Was it Tim
Was that-
Sylvia?
Oh, no.
No, Tim
Sorry.
Sylvia's armbar.
It was Pete.
Pete Williams? Petey Williams?
Pete Williams. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dude,
Yes.
that was a young, handsome Frank Mir. That's that dude. That he collects shoulders, I think, because that motherfucker is rude
he's
when it
an
comes to.
orthopedic surgeon's either best
He's
friend or worst
brutal,
nightmare.
man.
His daughter's a bad
He's a
motherfucker. Now.
I was
She's
gonna
getting into
ask,
it.
do you know what his daughter's been up to? Because I know she was getting
Yeah,
into
she's
it.
fighting.
Yeah, actually, I just interviewed him, and his daughter was there. And it looks like his daughter's looking to get signed by a bigger organization. So, she's surrounded by a lot of great coaches. Of course, Frank Mir himself is a great mind for mixed martial arts, and he's excited about what she's doing, and I think she's still undefeated, and gonna be awesome. I'm sure.
Shit, get her into PFL. PFL's got some awesome.
I'm sure they're talking to her. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're talking to her.
Yeah,
for
our boy Jason Knight fell short.
Yeah.
disappointing.
Well,
He's from here, so Jason's been on the show 3 times.
yeah.
He's from right down the
Yep.
fucking road. I was excited to see him go to PFL. I think it'll turn around for him.
He's a tough dude, man.
Yeah, he's fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
All right, where we at?
We're
Number
on
2.
Kim Flow.
Let's go. Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. All right. I'm going with Ryan Hall versus Bj Penn when he hit that rolling inside heel hook, which was just nasty. First of all, it's like one of the most high level submissions you can hit. And then he did it. And I know, listen, everyone's like, well, but Bj Penn is older Bj. He's still like it's one thing to, go out there and get BJ tired and then beat him up with strikes or whatever. But one doesn't just go out there and submit Bj Penn like that. Like he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. He still is dangerous as hell. He's awesome on the ground. And to see Ryan Hall submit him like that was super badass. Two of the best black belts in the world. And, Ryan made it look easy. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was. No, did you corner him for that fight? Don't you corner Ryan?
I was supposed to. I had to when they moved the fight from Vegas to LA, it screwed everything up. So I wasn't able to corner him, but I was supposed to for that fight.
That was the weird John Jones thing where they moved it.
Yeah,
exactly.
That.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
You could have just been referencing like 8 weird John Jones things.
Yeah.
It sucks. I love John Jones.
I do love John Jones.
What are we doing?
But we got to figure something out.
Yeah, we got to figure something out.
Yeah.
But Ryan, that was an incredible
I wish we could just kidnap John Jones and just lock him in
in a bubble.
Yeah, lock him in a fucking MMA gym.
No.
The best shows.
No, John.
Bad John.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Now he just got essentially kicked out of Jackson Wink yesterday. That shit's sad.
But
yeah, Ryan Hall, that was an incredible submission. And BJ, I mean, like you said, you can say that it's just a pass to Prime BJ and all that, but he did it in the first round. Fresh.
Right.
I mean,
I'm ignorant as shit to fighting because I've never done it or anything like that. But I feel like with the older guys, the jiu-jitsu stuff is like one of the last things to go. Like your speed and
yeah,
timing.
I think so too. Right. No, that's what I mean. I agree. So,
I mean, look at fucking Fabricio and Damian Maya and all those guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they've really lost a step as far as jiu-jitsu was.
And I think with
100%.
BJ's performance against Diego Sanchez, that title fight against Diego Sanchez, I think that night he might have been the greatest fighter of all time. Like
Dude,
that
he
night, he was so fucking good in that fight.
He looked amazing. Yep.
What's Joshua Fabia up to?
I want to see him and Matt Serra fight so bad.
That would be so sick. He'd probably punch a hole through his chest. All right, my number one on my Rushmore of UFC MMA submissions is the Mighty Mouse flying armbar.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember who that was against.
Ray Borg.
Ray Borg. That was
I watched
so
that
sick.
at Disney World.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most athletically impressive moments I've ever seen in MMA. Period. It's one thing that I could train forever from now until the end of time, and I could never be that athletic. I could never pull that off. And he made it look like I showed it to somebody, and they're like, "Did he do that on purpose?" I was like, "Uh-huh." He's just that fucking good. He's crazy.
Sick.
Kenny,
so was that your number one or number two?
That was my number one.
Number one. Okay. Yeah. So.
Kenny, do you ever wash your hair and realize you still got some of Sean Shirk's blood in it?
I probably do somewhere. I'm just pissed that I didn't get the benefits of whatever he was taking. You know what I mean? I never got jacked and
Muscle Shark Kenny Florian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is it weird that fight seems to be coming up a shit ton lately? Well, that's weird. I feel like I've heard about that fight so many times.
I know people are bringing it up lately. Yeah.
All right, do you think you could beat Bj Penn right now?
I don't know. I hate saying. See, I hate saying things like that because you're like, I don't know. These are all things that you have to get in there and do.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had the real urge to come back and fight?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I mean, right now I feel so old. My body is so messed up all the time. I feel like so. I haven't thought about it for years.
Would you box Jake Paul?
Would I box Jake Paul? No.
Would you do jiu-jitsu? Would you roll with Jake Paul?
Not really. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's that's not what he does. I feel like I would be disrespecting myself if I did that.
Yeah.
Even if it was for a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, but
you're a good man, Kenny Florian.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna do that. He doesn't do that. That's not his thing. I'm not gonna. It's if I challenge. I use this analogy a lot. It's if I'm hey, I'm pretty fast, Usain Bolt. I think we should have a race, man. And it'd be why should he race me? I haven't done shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Tyreek Hill said that.
My number one is I'm actually struggling with this one because I was just thinking of cool submissions, and then I realized, I fucking love Frank Mir, so I'm gonna go with a lot of his shit.
Yeah.
And then now I'm thinking of submission that caught me off guard the most. And the two that are coming to mind, this one doesn't make the list, but Aljo over Corey Sandhagen.
Okay, yeah,
How
that was
goddamn
crazy.
fast and smooth that was. I had no clue that was going to happen. But the other one was very recent, and it was I believe it was a Darce or an Anaconda. It was by Vicente Luque against Michael Chiesa.
Yeah, dude, that was sick.
That's the last time I can remember, like, out of my fucking seat, what the fuck just happened while I was watching the fight.
Yeah, and Chiesa's good on the ground, man.
Very good.
Chiesa's
And he was
good on the ground.
Yeah. I thought Chiesa had him in that fight on the ground. I mean, that was insane. That's going to go to my number one.
That was an awesome fight. That was a sneaky good fight. So I had the Demetrius Johnson, Ray Borg suplex armbar as well. I just thought, again, world championship on the line, Ray Borg, another good grappler, and Demetrius just pulls this stuff, which is just like borderline disrespectful. Like, I'm so good, I'm going to suplex you on your head and then armbar you. Like, I'm out. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. It was so cool.
Yeah. Wasn't that in the middle of the 5th round?
Something like that. Yeah. And it was like late in the fight. Yeah.
And I think he was just like, I got my rounds in. Let's fucking go home.
Yeah, like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to fucking watch one. So I could I have no idea how to watch. I think it's on TBS or something now.
But
TNT
it's like, or something.
We know where the UFC is. Fucking PFL's easy to watch. Bellator is getting easier to watch. But then one, it's just like
Bellator will fuck me up because just like I don't know if it's gonna be on a Friday or Saturday whenever they have their events.
It's like Paramount, whatever the hell that is.
You get Ryan Bader fighting tonight against Corey Anderson.
Oh, that's right. That's today, huh?
Yeah,
that is today.
And then, all right. Well, is there a reason that you didn't put any of your submissions on your list? You just being humble? Because you obviously like the one against Clay.
I can't. It would sound so bad. Like, my other submission is, no.
That would be hilarious. Clip it, send it to Clay.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Dude, you guys are awesome. It's awesome to talk to you. And we'll have to do it again. But no, please, the fuck, marry, kill questions. I can't
believe
he's gotten all three of you. Anik.
Yeah, now I've done the full circle.
Yeah.
I know. He's good.
And for bonus, we did it to Paul Felder. And
that's awesome.
I think what's real disrespectful is I think he fucked John Anik and John killed Paul. That's so rude. This guy's trying to sleep with you and you murder him.
All righty.
That's brutal.
We'll holler at you later, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
Later.